All right. So we have just gone through the M1, which is the GLAM onboarding. So for our morning session, we'll carry on with the M2, which is social media management. And later, we also have the project CRM and productivity SaaS training by our team here. And afternoon, we'll be looking at video marketing. And for those who want to know, on our Discover the Journey to 2.5, we will share a bit on our influence and insights on how we do the OMG social, the Facebook. All right. So what are the things we can learn there? And we will share our thoughts, especially on our focus for play product people. Okay, this community, when I first set it up, is actually the East Meets West Lifestyle Community page. Right, we have reached total before is like when we have most viral that time is about 200 million in a month. All right, so this will be actually, if you look at it, is both the age group will be from 18 all the way to 44. That will be our main age group, focusing mainly on the 25 to 34 years old. So if you have products or whatsoever to sell in this segment or this, please reach out to us. Right, because from the 18 to 24 and 25 to 34, we have about almost 50%. I will say that 50% of our traction or reach comes from here. All right, and our organic reach is basically about 20 to 100,000 per post. So you can benchmark yourself. If you don't hit an average of like a 10, 15,000 within the first week, okay, then you have to be more creative or do better. Okay. So if you look at the content curation, when we do our content curation, you can see that the likes is people following us is actually about 2.5 million. From 2012, you can see all the way from 21,000 until 2021, we have about 60% per annum increase, right, to reach here whom we are today. So that takes about 10 years. So to build this, it takes time and effort. So for everyone start from zero, okay? So you don't start suddenly got 1 million. You start from very low all the way up. So it is about patience and making sure you have the proper content there. Okay? So we consist of about 42% women and 57% men. If you look at this data versus the internet on social media usage, you do find that that is also quite similar, the pattern. So when we look at in terms of result, because Facebook also provides you with the metrics result, you go in there, you can see like daily reach is about like 100,000 all the way down. Sometimes it's like Saturday, you have more. Tuesday, people working, you have less. So if you have this kind of account, business account, you can actually check all the metrics you have and see what are the days you should focus more for your content. For example, here, we basically look at like Friday, Saturdays will be the things where people more read on the FB page. Then if you look at town, sometimes we play with our contents. When we put up certain contents more related to Malaysia or Southeast Asia, then the numbers of cities one will actually go up. Okay, but if we look at our actual overall country, US, India, Malaysia will be the main one. So if you're selling some products through us also, not just Malaysia, you can cover these other countries. But then again, because social media, this kind of things is kind of fluid. If you have certain things which people like for certain countries, for example, you put out something where Japanese like, then you can see the countries that is the rich one will go up. All right. Now we come to the part to understanding social media trends. We'd like you all to know what is the basis of background why we are doing this. We look at the data. This is a report where if you look, you can actually check this report out, datareportal.com. All right, look for the digital 2022 global overview report. So for this report, you can see that active social media user is about 60% of the world population. If today you have a friend who is not on any social media yet, okay, so the person is of the 40%, which is not in the social media. right? For some reason or another. Then if you look at the average number of social platforms used, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, we have about 9 platforms that we are using. Okay, so compared to other countries like Thailand, Singapore, worldwide, and Vietnam, they have averaged about 7.5 to 8. So we have one more social platform which is more than the, okay. And what will be the social media platform that we use? Very currently, if you look at the downloads, people are downloading mobile app for TikTok and IG. Okay, number 1 is still TikTok. So that is the current incoming trend. TikTok is the one. Okay, and how much time we spend? Okay, besides your 7 to 8 hours sleep, we actually spend 15% of our awake hours watching or using social media daily. So this has become a very integral part of our life. About 2.5 hours on social media. So you check back lah, whether is it correct compared to your own self. Okay, so if you are spending so much time with them, okay, especially if you look at these platforms, what are the platforms where you spend more time? That is where you should tell yourself, this 2.5 hours is not just for fun, it must also make money for you, correct? So this cost, after the 2 days, you try to use 1 hour of that time you spend on social media to make money for yourself. That's what we want you all to do. All right. But if you look at TikTok, it's actually about 20 hours per month. But I'm very sure and confident this will come up. But more and more people are spending time watching shorts, okay, short videos rather than YouTube. Okay, and favorite social media platforms currently, 53% for this age group, the female the ladies will be actually on Instagram from the age group of 16 years old all the way to 44. So if you want to target female, go for IG. Okay, but if you are looking at the social media for male, basically 52% will be on mostly will be on FB, but Instagram is coming up and coming for 16 to 24. But here there's no report on the TikTok. Next year, I strongly believe this TikTok one will be coming all the way up here. All right, within 1 year to 2 years time, this will come all the way up to at least number 2 for your information about number 2 or number 3. Okay, so why? Because if you look at in terms of current one, even though social media platform, biggest return on investment, because a lot of people are advertising and marketing in Facebook. So Facebook is actually giving them the result is 21%. Okay, but then the investment people want to do is actually 62% on TikTok as well as 54% on IG. So these are the 2 platforms you will want to be strong in, because marketeers, the third companies, your affiliate companies out there, whom you want to target them to be your client, to help them to do videos, video marketing, all those, they are looking at TikTok as well as IG. So please make sure you tell them I can do both, right? And if you look at the past, what could I increase? TikTok has the biggest gain of extra 6 hours, 20 minutes per month. If 1 year's time, they can increase by 6 hours, 20 minutes. So by next year, you can look at another 3, even half of it will be 3 hours. 3 hours is easily as good as people spend time on YouTube already, right? Okay, based on just now's data. All right. That is a big increase of 48%. It's very high. So look into that. And over the last year, if you look at Google search trend, TikTok has grown by 173%. So that means people search things based on the TikTok content rather than others. So that is a worrying sign for Google, YouTube, Facebook, IG. Okay, everyone is worried now. If you look at the average browsing minutes, when you just browse like that, it's 11 minutes. You look at the TikTok screen for 11 minutes. Okay, that's very high lah. Because it's very interesting kan, short video, very you watch, you tak boleh lepas tangan. Okay, so that will be the thing. And what are the things you can sell there? Even in TikTok, you cannot just sell everything. They have certain categories there. All right, and it is based on statistics. This data shows you, and people who is willing to buy online will be consumer electronics. Okay, your cameras, your phone, all those things they are willing to book online already. They have no worry. So electronics is something you can sell. Fashion labels, you know, your furniture, like your IKEA ke atau anything peralatan lah, or your this gadget, all this, including your furniture, all this you can sell online. Okay, because people trust online. Your toys, your hobby, your DIY, all this also can sell online, including your personal household care, your cosmetic, your shampoo, all these are things, essential oil, all this can sell. Food also can sell. All right. Beverage, food and beverage, if you include together, is about 600 billion. So these are the things F&B you can sell. And others will be physical media, or those are things where there are people who are selling this kind of what kind of digital content, all those are things have to be digital lah. Okay, so these are the categories mainly that you all can look into. So what will be the trend for 2022 and up to 23? First thing first, as mentioned, TikTok is becoming the most important social network for marketing. So you will want to market a product, that will be the one. So today onwards, try your best to come up with at least 30 videos. All right, 30 videos content. Okay, and also people will start spending big ad dollars on smaller networks, or smaller, to me, is all the KOL. You can be very, not many followers, but if you're very good into something, okay, maybe it's therapeutic, organic food, or your yoga exercise, or extreme sports, or those, people are willing to pay you because your influence, the trust of you is much higher, right? So you can be lower than 1,000 followers, but you can actually earn money because people are looking for you. All right, you must talk interesting things, okay? And also shoppers will want to buy directly from you in social media. There's one thing where people do TikTok videos or this, they don't mention the place of the food, they don't mention where they can buy all this, then people start asking questions. So if you have intention to sell product, you have to put your WhatsApp number or how to contact you from there. I know sometimes you may want to make it private just for your certain followers, but then you also have to put there some numbers that people can call in to inquire and also to buy. All right. And no one will want to talk to you on your brand on the phone. Compared to last time, people call you and ask about what's your product Sony is selling. Nowadays, people don't do that. They watch the video, they decipher themselves. They try to understand themselves what is it about. Okay, they watch the video. Okay, no point using the phone anymore. Long form video will bust. That means if you bought long video, 5 minutes, to me 5 minutes and 10 minutes already very long video unless you are talking about 10 hacks of the travel atau apa kan. But then I'll prefer if you have 10 or 20 tips, you break it up to 2-3 parts. Okay, because there's a psychology behind it. Okay, except for YouTube, because YouTube people watch movie, they already know that, they really ingrained in them. YouTube is for long videos. All right, but their short videos are becoming very important now also. And also people will outsource at least some of their engagement tactics to a creator. If you are the brand, will be scared to show their face or those, they will actually engage other people who is willing to do it for them. So that is where you get your gig fees. Okay, so you be the creator or seller, affiliate pun boleh. All right. Then you also learn to do paid advertisement. If you don't have orders yet, you can actually talk to those with the SEO. All right. So people who is doing that one, you all can talk to them. Okay. And you won't post anything without a social listening strategy. That means actually we'll have this a little bit of this, because that will be talking about you listen to what people are talking about, commenting about your products, commenting on other competitors' product. You really need to spend some time listening. Okay, we are born with 2 years and 1 month lah, so we listen more than we talk, right? Okay. So there will be some social audio strategy also. So you focus on the first 1 to 4 lah. That's why I want your 1 to 5 like that. Okay. So other social listening you can go to try out lah. Today we won't cover. Will be like, for example, Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces. Some of these are like, this one is like a karaoke, VCing, all those are things. People are actually having fun there. They are actually organizing their own karaoke room, having fun, all those. So why I mentioned to you, because these are the sites where you talk about specific topic, specific interest. Go in there, try to download these apps and play with it and see what are the things function coming. For example, this one is Quan Ming Party. This is in China one, the Hong Kong one. Okay, China, Hong Kong versus the VSing is like looks to the same. But if you look at the China apps coming up from China, all this, the functions are really, really more and fantastic. Okay, so that is one part where actually why the shift is moving more towards the Asia part really. Okay, and of course, if you are a gamer or you have children who are gamers, okay, they will be playing with like Discord, all those other things to do, chatting, all those. All right, so download the account. So take this as a training ground, explore, discover for you the world out there. What are people doing it virtually? Okay, learn to be more proactive. Because the more you learn, the more you are inspired and you get more ideas. Correct? So the next one will be managing the content and campaign. So first thing first, when you want to do a post, you must know what content you need to do so that you can form a campaign. Right? So when we say content, not everything is as easy as getting fat. Okay? Like myself, bernafas also fat lah. Breathing oxygen also fat. Drink water also fat. Okay? So when we do the OMG social, we actually have to do a planning first. For my channel or for your platform models, how you want to plan it out. When we do it, why we use OMG? Because it's the top 3 words, LOL, OMG, the kind of things people use. All right. Why I use OMG? Because it can be used for online marketing and goodies. Because we look at it as a marketing platform as well as we give people goodies, giftings. All right. Like today, you get free training, right? So free mentoring, all this, thanks to and there. Okay. Okay. Then we also focus on OMG. Then I look at the top 3 segment, fashion, food, and fun. Okay, 3F. Okay, sama dengan my name lah, Fung, kan? Fun. Okay. And how to be from zero to hero. We have to expect that your vision is to become hero. I know a lot of you like feel that now I'm macam zero, right? So no, you be hero. Always aim, the vision is hero. Everyone start from zero. Okay, so that one, no worries about that. I don't think so much about that one, right? Okay. And keep doing it when others give up. Just like you saw the Shopee one, you saw the Ryan Bakery one, right? So it's about, you know, they also go through this phase. Okay. Kering idea lah, all these things are no idea, really don't know what to do. Look at others. Okay. And just keep doing it. Now, okay, for your viewers, if you want to click with the content planning that they I did mention already, I focus on this 4 C saja. This 4 C's. Clear, that means your message must be clear, like this one, DCK, clear, right? Only three letters there. Creative, but why they use it creatively? How to make it fun, all right? And continuity, you must keep doing your content. And your content cannot be dry. It must be connected or be meaningful, or you care for your viewers. So if you are doing the content already and you find that maybe the traction is not there, not many people watching, so probably is your content clear enough? Okay, or you took TikTok too many things inside it. You're trying to push too many things inside it. Is your content creative or not? Is it funny? Is it make people trigger or what? There must be some emotion you want to make them feel. So you have to look into the creative part of it. Continuity, even though you may not be discovered, you keep doing it. There's one celebrity in China, when she first started teaching Mandarin classes, people are laughing at her, and also she still do until 2 a.m. She herself is the viewer, the only viewer there. Okay, but she still do it until 2 a.m. Okay, but then when she become discovered, people find that, oh, throughout this maybe 2-3 months, this is all the good content she is doing up really for her own interest, as well as making sure the viewers want these things. All right, she's very consistent. So because of that, people actually subscribe to her lah. That's why if you don't think about viral first, you think about continuity first. All right, in your content, think about continuity. One day you'll be viral one lah. Okay, then connected. So maybe you're talking about pain points. We'll discover all these things later part about the emotion, the psychology. Okay, so 4 main content types. First is to promote product. People may look into promoting your products. How to get CTA, call to action. Most of the time people want this lah. The marketers will ask you, hey, you help me to do video, right? Please, I want to promote my product. I want to have sales. But they also have to tell them, not just every day talking about sales. You have to talk about educate. You educate your consumers why you need to use this product, or what are the process behind the product, why you come up with such branding. Okay, so these are the things you need to educate, because the more they know you, tak kenal tak cinta lah, dia kenal dia lagi cinta kan. Okay, so those are things we want you to educate and also inspire. Even though it can be you haven't been to the place in Japan, example, but you can inspire people with your curation of ideas. You know, maybe I want to sell this halal shampoo or halal. There's one. They're doing halal sanitary pads, you know, in Indonesia, but it's from Malaysia one. So they actually inspire people to use it. Now it's one of the top selling products. Okay, so how you inspire that? You can tell people like your daily life, how you do it, how you remain suci kan, itu semua. So those are things you can actually inspire them. I do know that halal food is also doing expanding very big in Japan. So for those who are doing this kind of things, you also can talk to us lah. Because there's some people doing that kind of selling there over in Japan, retail market. So if you are into that, let us know and try to inspire people on your products. Okay, what is your mission, your personality? Okay, don't just sell everything under the sky lah. Focus on few products which is important, core to you. Okay, bring some persona and brand inspiration in there, right? And of course, like just now you mentioned, Ryan Bakery, you know that entertaining. So we look at how to entertain. Okay, so entertaining can be multiple. It can be your behind the scene, you are doing it, the NG part, no good part, your video, you also can show up, right? Like why that no good scenes, if you see, actually last time Jackie Chan movies, every time behind they'll show you one. Okay, so that you see how he suffered. So the effort behind it, then you realize, then you want to watch more, correct? And like Marvel one, if you're watching Marvel, everyone will watch and wait until after everything and see the behind scene, right? Not behind at the end of it, the clip lah, right? A preview to show you, there's some hints about the future movie. So for example, when we put up certain things, you can see, people reach 30,000. We are educating them about some fruits, how you pluck the fruits. People also watch. All right, entertain. You put these products you have. Don't just sell how the product is. Put to the cat, your pets. People like pets, right? So you can see that 116,000. So if you want to get hints about how to be creative, what other things can do, you don't just do your own content. You can curate content from elsewhere. You share it out. You just your kerja tu just to share out some content, because not every day you have creative ideas. You look at others one, you repost it. Like in TikTok, we say repost. In Facebook, we call share out. Okay, we share people's idea, entertainment one. All right. Then you inspire. For example, this one I saw in Japan one is very good. When you save water, I can wash my hand, the water goes inside the sink. So I just, because I feel this is good, I want to inspire people, I put it up. Okay. And under OMG Social, we share the amazing Japan things. You can see that 200 over people talking about it. And what is important, not the like, you know, the emotion. What I'm showing you is because the sharing is 1,500, 1,500 shares. That was previously. Okay, don't just look at like. Always tell your clients it's about the share also. Share is the most important one. Okay, to me lah, share is very important. Okay. Then people ask question here. If your product is inspiring, people ask question here, you answer them. All right. Then these others, then we started slowly also playing with more videos already, right? So I give like, here is educate. We give tips about last year when I was going to Thailand, because I have to stay 15 days there. So instead of wasting my 15 days experience, I start logging in what I need to do, or this as a visitor, a tourist, because I was invited there by the government agency there, as well as MTCC and Madrid. So even with 15 days, I have to go. So I start writing down all these things. I give tips to people. Okay, my so-called suffering. So I share my suffering with people. Then we see how people look at it lah. Okay, a snapshot. Then other thing is entertainment. Like this one, I visited one, right? Then the dog start running. We put slow mo and ask them to count. So this is another method. Okay, the counting method. All this make people trigger, interested to start counting. Then your video watching, the seconds or minutes become longer. People watch more. All right. No. Okay. All right. So we also before this we did like a online magazine also. So you can see the content curation or how we plan our content. You can be like festive season. You can talk about tourism in Finland. This one we work with the Finland tourism, the embassy there on the tourism. Then we have worked with celebrities. We work with community on activities, how to make fun things, all those. Last time we start all from still photos, correct? Now slowly evolve, become video. So these are the fun things or different aspects you need to look into for your content. Then not just online, people see we also do activities offline, find events like planking, all those other things. All right, different activities. So with that, when we do more activities, even yourself, family, friends, you do funny things together, fun stuff together, then you can put some products there to showcase. Slowly, you find that all these lifestyle brands will start coming to you because they see how you do your activities, right? How you position certain products there. All right, and they like it so much, they say this is a good idea, they will start hiring you. First, when they hire, there's question during a few sessions before. People ask like, do they pay me straight away or what? Normally, brands will actually give you some free product sample first to try out. So you try out, they want to see you can use a product or not. Secondly, they want to see how you talk about their products. So it can be an affiliate product. Then you don't expect fee straight away. Sometimes they don't expect fee straight away. But if you want a fee, because you are actually spending some resources or cost on it, because you need to do some shows ke atau apa, so can tell them, by the way, I'm going to bring your products to Japan. I'm going to do this there. I know, showcase. I would like you to pay me how much for this cost. Sometimes they will, okay, why not? They will just, besides giving you a product, they will actually do this, right? So because you're carrying their products over, it's heavy, right? Okay. So you also take time from having your fun activities just to do like 3-minute shots. It may cost you how long? 30 minutes to 1 hour, right? Just to do the 3-minute shot. So you actually tell them, hey, I'm going to take my time off to do this. So they will understand one. For those brands who are clients, sometimes they tell me the clients don't want to pay because of this, that. So if first time, okay. Second, third time on this, you probably look for better clients. Okay, that's my thinking. All right, because clients need to pay you. For example, when we do offline activities for this Mercedes showcase, we actually went and checked on Bank of China, the high net worth individual, HNWI, stands for high net worth individual, because these are the people who can buy the car. So we work with the banks because the banks will know which customer target. So identify where are your clients. And why we work with Bank of China? Because Mercedes-Benz is a lot of those Chinese businessmen buy one. Okay. But the target group is they want to introduce their A class here. Very creative. They want young set of people to buy. So still pharma, right? Pharma, father, mother lah. So we target the father, mother with money one to come and say, you buy this for your children. Okay. So, and we do very creative. We showcase a car with different types of stickers. We have models there. Then we invite very unique one. We invite the MMA, Peter Davis. Okay, come and share about his fighting spirit. All those, because businessmen, they are also into fighting, like adventure, right? Fight for business, fight for market share. So we have sharing session, all those. Okay, and photography, people teach them how to do photography, and they're so happy, right? Then when you run this content and campaigns, activities, offline or online, you really need to look at the behind metrics, because that is your check. Under PDCA, right? You have the check. So check for the data, check for the result. Always check. For example, we have like 1 month pattern. You normally Facebook, for example, will give you 1 month of pattern. You look at up and down. Okay, if you see ours is mostly organic now. We don't really do paid. Okay. So, but for when you start from maybe less than 1,000 or 20, 30, you need to do some paid one, because that will give you certain traction and address to the right community, the followers. Okay. So check back on the past 1 month, what is happening. And if possible, if you do the content steadily and people like, you can see, let's say I check here 1 week period, the data is very stable. You'll be hovering about 2 million. That means every day is about 2 million. Okay, if you don't do data, don't do any posts or this, you also try to share repost other people's stuff lah. All right. So what we want is a stable traffic. And if you look at the timing, as per our data generation, normally is about 10 o'clock we hit the peak, because lepas makan, right? People after eating, okay, they more relaxed, they want to read or browse through the social media platform. Okay, and this is one where I share with you the best time to post in Instagram. So different days have different one. You can screenshot this or you can check online also. I believe by next year they'll have a report on TikTok. What is the best time of those? All right, look for those data. And also in terms of engagement, you'll be fluctuating versus by the dates based on what you post up. You may put up some sunscreen products, then more ladies will be reaching out to you, right? If you put about maybe cycling or mountain hiking, then maybe you get more guys. So it fluctuates. Don't worry about that. But you worry if you're selling feminine product, but most of your audience are actually male. Okay? It may be a problem, it may not be a problem. It will not be a problem if they are buying for their girlfriend or wives. Because they are more willing to spend money. Correct? So I always look at things positively. So how to know that? You go and ask them why you buy this. You do a short survey. You reply this survey, 3 simple questions. Why you buy my product? What do you find it most useful? Who do you buy it from? 4W1H, right? You ask them simple question. You answer this survey, I'll give you something for your next discount. Okay? So you get the idea, the data, why they are buying, even their male, why are they buying your female product? Okay? So that is gonna be like florists lah. Most of the time florists, The flowers are for the girls, right? But who are buying? Men, huh? Boyfriends will be buying, husbands will be buying, right? So you have that kind of thing one. Unless it's really you're buying really feminine product lah, huh? Feminine care product. But the men are buying that, I wouldn't know. Okay. So these are the data, very interesting one. You all actually check back. Then from our post which we put out, we look back. Video content actually means more traction. You can see from that. We can read like the way we capture like first 3 days and or 1 week one. We can see all our video. It's normally like from 100 over 1,000 to 20,000, that kind of thing. So this is something where we cause us to think that video, this one a few years back already. So this it will be the thing we need to do. All right. Then we start looking at this video distribution lag. Because when you want to start going into this kind of content video, what is the length you need to do? Just now the question is, right, how long? 40% is actually 0 to 60 seconds. If you can challenge yourself and start doing 20, 30 seconds to 60 seconds, you are there already. You get the first right step. Okay? The others will be your 61 to 120. So 60% is up to 2 minutes. Focus on that. Don't do more than, because in terms of people watching is actually less. They are focused on this only. All right. So do either 60. I'll advise you to try the first one is below 60. All right. You can see here why I say that, because if people view first 3 seconds, interesting or not interesting, there you go. Correct? If your first 3 seconds not interesting, you do 10 minutes also people won't watch. Right? So how to get that is, most of the time, if you start with a video, you always use, now I see the tactic is, you actually put inside your video what is the most interesting thing from your 2 minutes. You take the first 3 seconds, put there. Okay? So you want to talk about, maybe you want to go to the Kelantan, right? Okay? You can put there, Paya Pancit dijemput jejaka. Okay? Handsome guy. Okay? Why, how I found my first handsome guy, something like that. Then you put that in front first. Then the people will want to know the behind story, what is it? All right? Or malang ditimpa durian. Okay? The durian drop on your head. Okay? While you're doing your farming, the durian drop on your head or something like that. Okay? So those are the clips where you edit out, put in front first, like a snapshot. Okay? Do you see movie? Movie is 2 hours movie, right? They also put trailer. So you also need to put your own trailer lah. So even that, it can be a 30 seconds shots, but you put like 1-2 seconds of trailer in front, okay? Because that will make people interested. So look for the first 3 seconds. Plan properly what you want to do for the first 3 seconds. Okay? So these are other things where we curate and put out. It's more like if you look at creative, but with love, real life, originality. Your originality comes from your daily life. All right. So those are the things you can put up. Like here is like 7 million, 26 million. This is about a small boy actually working susah kerja susah, right? Working hard in his life. 26 million people saw, you know. Then this one is like, especially children. I'm giving you some hints here lah. If you don't have children, go and find your cousin, and not your cousin, your niece, nephew, right? All this, young one, go and visit them. Time to visit them now, Okay, play with them, take some videos. Okay, like this one is having the boy put frogs inside his pants. All right, 52 million people watch. Okay, this is from our side. Then we like when we do like information such as festival. Festival is also like Japan one, Matsuri. This is the biggest samba out of Brazil. Okay, so we went over and filmed it. So you can see the attraction. People watch first 3 days already 63,000, that kind of thing. Right? People like to watch. At the same time, if you talk about boosting it, I don't boost on that. But if you all want to know, because sometimes they ask how much is it to boost. Like here is like 100 US to boost to 90,000. So all this you actually have to talk to people with the SEO or those. But I don't do those courses. There are other people who are doing it. you can actually engage them to go through their training. Okay. So this is some idea on why I like this share this TVC TV commercial. Because when I was back in those Sony or multinational brands, we actually have content ideation to talk to our marketing, the media people, how we want things to be done. So I share with you this one. You all can watch this now.
ฮัลโหลเอกครับพี่มีลูกค้าคนหนึ่งว่ะเขาอยากได้โชว์ริวพุ่มกับว่ะโปรดักต์อะไรพี่สบู่ยี่ห้อหนึ่งเขาอยากเพิ่มยอดอ่ะอยากได้หนังแบบฮาร์ดเซลหน่อยฮาร์ดเซลเลยนะเอาแบบตรงๆชัดๆอะไรเงี้ยได้เนี่ยสบู่ก้อนดิเอาแบบไหนอ่ะเอาเหมือนเดิมเอาแบบไหนล่ะเหมือนเดิมเอาแบบไหนล่ะเนี่ยเอาแบบไหนล่ะเหมือนเดิมก็บอกไปดิสบู่ยี่ห้อหนึ่งสบู่ยี่ห้อหนึ่งสะอาดลึกสุดใจไอ้เอกลูกค้าเขาชอบนะคือฮาร์ดเซลมันก็ดีอะเอกแต่ว่าเขาอาจจะอยากให้มันอีโมชั่นอลนิดนึงด้วยนะเนี่ยครับสบู่ก้อนหนึ่งครับเอาแบบไหนล่ะเหมือนเดิมครับเอกหรือไอ้หนังอารมณ์ที่พูดเนี่ยมันหรือมันเป็นอารมณ์คนดูอะเหรอนาทีนี้พี่ว่าตื่นเต้นกำลังมาว่ะโจทย์แม่งคือตื่นเต้นกับสบู่ได้เฮียสบู่ก้อนหนึ่งเฮียสบู่ก้อนหนึ่งเหมือนเดิมยี่ห้อสะอาดลึกสุดใจลูกค้าเขาอาจจะเปลี่ยน positioning ว่ะลูกค้าอยากจะทำที่มันเท่ขึ้นมานิดนึงมันเท่ขึ้นนะพรีเมียมลองดูพี่เมื่อชีวิตเต็มไปด้วยเรื่องสกปรกความคิดก็สั่งว่าเฮียเอาสบู่ก้อนรอบตัวก็มีแต่คำถามเอาแบบไหนเอาแบบไหนเอาแบบเอาแบบแต่สุด ดีไหมพี่พี่แบบโหทึ่งเลยคือโอเคเลยอ่ะพี่ว่ามันเท่ขึ้นอะไรขึ้นอ่ะดีเลยแต่ว่ามันติดนิดหน่อยอะไรเงี้ยยังไงพี่คือติดที่เขาแบบอาจจะยังไม่ทำนะแต่ว่ามันแบบโอ้ยก่อนก็ช่วงนี้ว่างใช่ไหมว่างเลยพี่สบายว่างไหมว่างท้องเทิงว่างหมดเลย
Okay, so the short video actually give you a preview what is hard sell, how to do hard selling, all that kind of thing, but it doesn't really work. Sometimes you cannot get across the message, right? The other thing is actually the emotion. You play with different emotions, but then again, looking at this, sometimes after you do so much work, the people don't want to launch it. So you have to expect lah. These are the expectations you need to have. So mainly, I would like you to go out. When you go out, you ask customer first thing: are the budget or not? Is that budget? How much budget? How much time they need? Okay, so we learn that on project management also, like what kind of scope, what kind of budget, those are things. So if not, you are going to waste your time and your client's time. Okay, so for content planning, if you're helping a customer or yourself, these are some of the guides where you can actually do it. And you can find a lot of different one. They can have like for fashion labels, 30 days, how to plan all those. All right, you can search online. Right, for example, you can like do inspirational quote, share a testimonial, short video, answer FAQ. Like sometimes I see a lot one is when they do like can resize or not? Okay, can help me resize, got XXL or not? Or do you have different colors? When can I receive all this? So you can have a FAQ, collect all these frequently asked questions. What dalam jadi satu video, make it into one short video. You say today I'm here, I have time. Peminat semua, I have a lot of questions coming in, but today I'll address all these top 30 questions. So you answer that. Why? Because that video after you answer already, besides is one penjelasan kan, is one explanation. You can use it for future. People ask question. Oh, you ask this question, very good. You share them with the link. It is in my FAQ. So that actually help you to cut down your process, your manual work. Okay, so video that one will help you on that. All right, that's one way to cut down your processes so that you can do better things, more effective things, right? Then you can have like free hacks or free downloads. Free downloads, that means like certain of the, if you are doing a fashion label, you may want to share with people, hey, this is very good video on how to slim down. Okay, I use it for intermittent fasting also with some exercise. Then you share this kind of free things with your clients. Need money or not? No need, ma. It's only need some time to go and find the best video. Don't share some videos which you yourself don't watch. Don't do that. All right. Then you can have motivational, or you have favorite tool. For example, you're going to travel, you may want to share some products where you find it very functional, very good to use. Okay. So, and also statistics, like today I share with you some of this statistics. You can actually go and tell your clients, hey, TikTok now is going to be the top one, 48% growth. Okay. And the number of hours is 6 hours increase. So that will be the one. Probably we explore this. If you have existing customers already, talk to them about doing video marketing, because it's not just helping them, it's also helping yourself. All right. Okay. So these are the other things where you can plan. So I'd like you all to use the Zoom. Currently, you all have the online Zoom, right? Annotate to share your content ideas. For example, you can have like your name and what is your idea for content. Okay, I write here, Hacks to Beautiful Skin by Daisy Hydrogel. So now we come to the Canva part. We'll actually share with you a tutorial. So we get this one is easier for you to watch. For those who want to view, you can actually, what do you call that? Take screenshot of this picture QR code, and you can see how to do it, because this will be 30 minutes. Okay, you can actually watch it at your time, and for those who want to take a short break, you can do so. Right, that means we can put this on that you can actually view it at your leisure now. Okay, this will be on for the next 30 minutes.
Welcome to our 2022 Canva tutorial for beginners video. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step everything you need to know to create amazing designs with Canva. Canva has been a platform that we've been using as a team for a couple of years now. The first year or so, we were using the free version. The last, say, year and a half or so, we've been using Canva Pro. In this tutorial, I'm going to use the Canva Pro version, but 95% of what we're going to be doing, you can do with the free version. And I'm going to point out the premium features so you know, hey, this is something that you would need to upgrade to be able to utilize. Really quickly, let's check out the differences between the free and the pro version of Canva. So you get 250,000 free templates with the free version. Over here, you get 610,000. You get hundreds of thousands of free photos and graphics. Here you get hundreds of millions of photos, videos, audio, and other graphics. Here you can also save a bunch of different brand kits. So with the free version, you can save up to 3 colors for your brand kit. With the pro version, you can have a bunch of separate different brand kits for different companies you may work with. You can save logos and fonts as well. Then the next benefit here is to be able to remove the background of images, something that we use for YouTube thumbnails and other designs basically every single day. The next thing is you can quickly resize your design. So you could go from an Instagram image that is square to an Instagram story that's vertical. The next thing you can do is save templates and use as a team. You have more cloud storage. You can also schedule social media content across a platform. So this is similar to Later, Buffer, or some of the other scheduling softwares. If you're interested in trying Canva Pro for free for 45 days, check out our affiliate link down below in the description. If you end up upgrading to Canva Pro, we may earn a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. This is longer than Canva's normal free trial. So if you go to canva.com, you'll not get as many days free as the link that we have down below in the description. I recommend just checking it out for free, see if it's worth it. If not, don't worry, the normal free version of Canva is really, really powerful. With that said, let's hop on the computer and get started. Once you click on our affiliate link, it's going to look something like this, where you can sign up to get your 45-day free trial. So when you sign into Canva, it's going to look something like this. Obviously, if you're signing in for the first time, you're not going to have these recent designs. Now let's just walk through everything on screen right now. So up along the top, you have all the different templates that you could create. Here are some of the different features. So photos, icons, print products, apps, Explorer. You can download the Canva app onto your computer or your phone. We have a tutorial on how to use Canva on your phone. I'll link to that up above right here. Then on to learning. They have a bunch of tutorials that help you learn how to create better designs, about fonts, colors, all sorts of things like that. So that's a great resource to check out. Then that's kind of all along the top right here. Then let's move along the side. So all of your designs, your recent designs, stuff that's been shared with you, all of your folders, stuff that you've added to the trash. Here's where you can add someone else to your team. And then you have the brand kit and the content planner. So the content planner is just available in Canva Pro. And then the brand kit is partly available in the free version, but you get a ton more within Canva Pro. So within Canva Pro, you can add your logos and add fonts. The colors right here, so you can see we have 3 different color combinations. If you're using the free version, you're only going to get 3 colors that you can save for your brand colors. That's most of what you're going to find here. Now let's go back to the home and create a design. So there's a lot of ways you can find what you're looking for in terms of the type of design. So you can see you have For You right here. You can create presentations, social media, videos, print products, marketing, and office. So you could just go explore within one of these and scroll along to the side, or sometimes it's just easier to type in whatever you're looking for. So if you type in YouTube, you're going to have the channel art, your thumbnails, stuff for YouTube shorts, etc., as well as the outros and intros. If we were to create something for Instagram, you have Instagram posts, reels, stories, etc. So let's say we want to create a post for Instagram. Here is the size. So you could just type in 1080 by 1080 and create a design really easily, or just click on Instagram posts. So when you get here, you see that there are a ton of different templates, 88,455 to be exact. I would imagine for the normal version of Canva, it's probably around half of that. But to tell which ones are free and premium, if it has a little crown, that's the icon for Canva Pro. So as we kind of mouse over, this is a normal free one, this one, that whole row was essentially free. So we're half of that row. So you can see here, there's tons of different options, and you can go and filter along the side right here, colorful, minimal, elegant, simple. So maybe we want something simple, something like one of these maybe. So what you can do here is you can start with one of the templates they have, or you always have this option to create a blank Instagram post or whatever the design is that you're creating. So why don't we just click on this first one, and really quickly I'll show you how to edit a template, and then we'll create something from scratch, and I'll basically show you all of the different things you can do within Canva. So if you picked a design like this, what you can do is go and click on anything here, so you can drag the corner, change the size. If you click on this, you can highlight and change the text. Hello. You can click on the color and change. Well, that's not going to change that. This icon right here. If it's something like this, you can change the colors of it. If it's not kind of fixed, like this image doesn't give you options to change the colors, but this, you see this color appear up here. That means that you can go and change this to a different color. So now it's green. The same thing with this shape right here. So you can drag the side of it. If you drag the corner, keeps the proportions the same. You can move it like so. Again, these ones, it looks like there's 3 different colors in this. So anyways, if you want to change one of them, you can do something like that. If you click on something, you can go and rotate it. So you can just go through and take one of the existing templates, make it to your liking. And one last thing, if you click on the background, you can go and change the color. So something like that. But now let's just go back, click on home again, and then click on create, give it create blank Instagram post. So here, if we just click on the background, the first thing we could do is let's use our blue color for the background. Up here, we can say test IG post. So now that it has a name, if you have the colors in your brand kit, you can just click on one. They have some default colors here, or you always have the option to add the hex code right here, or you can essentially use these 2 screens to get any color you want. So you drag here for the different kind of types of color, and then from here you can go and choose something much more specific, and it gives you the hex code right here. And then obviously something all the way in the corner is going to be pure black. So that's the very beginning. Hey, we got the background done. The templates we looked at a second ago, and then from there, let's go to elements. So there's a ton that you have here. So it's going to show you stuff you've recently used. You have lines and shapes. So if there's anything you want to use, just click on it. It gets added. Again, just go up here, change the color if you want. If you move the corner that way, you change it this way here. And we could go back to elements. Maybe we want a line like so. And then if you want to see more of any of these, you can just click on see all. One quick thing with something like this design is that if you drag the corner, it's going to change the whole shape of everything. You can see now the line is much thinner. So if you had a line that was too thick for whatever you wanted to do, what you can do is drag the corner of it to get the thickness you want. And then you can just drag one side at a time to get it back to the dimensions that you want to use. So something like that. And now we have an outline that's much thinner. Now, one kind of quick thing I think that would make sense while we have 3 different shapes here, this is a good time to show you the positioning. So if I were to highlight all 3 of these, there's a lot that we can do now. If I click on group, that means that all these are going to stay the same proportion. If I go and move them, and I move everything together, if I want to then ungroup, I can do that. Then the position, what I was talking about. So let's highlight the 3 things again. If I go to position, if I position to the top, they're all at the top now. If I were to move them again, highlight all 3, position, and then so you can see, so this is going to be middle vertically. So it's going to pull them all down like this. It could be in the center, and then they're all lined up along the center. I could align them to the right. I could align all to the left. The other thing I could do is space evenly, and then it spaces all. So this space and this space are the same. So there's a lot that you can do like that. The other thing is the order of the elements. So let's do something like this. And so you can tell this is on top, this is in the middle, and this is behind. So what we can do again is if we have the line clicked on and go to position, we can bring it forward. So we can bring forward 1, and let's change the color so it's easier to see. Let's go to this. So you can see that this is now on top of everything. It's on top of even the square. And so this one down here is on the complete bottom. So if I go to position here, I could move forward, and then it is on top of the square, but it is beneath, it's this is the middle of the three items right now. So if I wanted to push it all the way to the back, I could do that. So if you have text and something else and you want to change which one is up front, sometimes you have text and you want maybe the image to cover up the very end of the text. Let's say you would put whatever the image is in front of the text in that example. So here are kind of lines and shapes, but within elements, there's all sorts of stuff. So if we go now to graphics, so there's all sorts of different designs, something really easy. So gradients, so something that's kind of shaded from one color to another. So you can just go and change, you know, any of these two colors. This you can also use these for backgrounds as well. And then you have feature designs, you have stickers, designs for a cause, the foliage, zodiac symbols. Let's edit one of these. So if the design is editable in terms of the colors, you get something like this along the side. And then you can just go through and change, you know, any of those colors there. And then I get the same thing with adjusting the size, you know, rotate it if you want to, etc. And then let's see, some of the stuff will probably not, no, this I can change the colors. Anyways, if something isn't allowing you to edit, it's not going to give you these up top. Then you have the photo. So within Canva, as we saw earlier, there's hundreds of thousands of photos for free with the free version and millions within the pro version. If you're looking for other stock photos that you don't find here, we have a video walking you through a bunch of websites that offer free stock photos. I'll link to the video up above right here. But here again, you can use the search for anything. So if we go, what do we want to think about today? How about lions? So we have all these photos. Again, what we're going to see, these are free. If you see the crown, this is part of Canva Pro. Maybe we want to use this image, or so maybe this one. One of the things that we can try, I've actually never tried this before, is to remove the background. So this works at least with people. I've never tried it with an animal before. So we can remove the background and see if we have just the lion left. There we go. So now we have just the outline of the lion. The same thing works for people. This is what we use to create all of the thumbnails for our YouTube videos. We always use a solid background and take the picture right here. We get rid of the gray background and use our blue. So that within, let's go back to elements. So we looked at images, graphics, so more photos, there's videos as well. And then from there, so if we, let's just clean up some of the stuff here. So the lion's taking up a lot of space. Let's move that. Get the line back on, move this person down here. Also within, scrolling down further, you have frames. And so if we use a frame like so, what you can do here is if you drag an image into the frame, you can do that. So what's gonna happen is there's this circle now. So we have essentially the circle and the lion is in that. What we may want to do within the circle though is put the lion at the center of it. So now we have a circle element, so you would see it better if we change the background. There's essentially no, the element, this has no background. If this were an image with the background, you would see the circle more clearly. You have charts as well. Now if we go down to uploads, so this is where you can add, you know, company logos, pictures, anything else that you want to have. You can even record yourself right here. So one option is you can just drag an image on the screen like this, or you can click on it and it does the same thing. We only need to have me on here once. So with this picture, we can again edit this image, background remover. And then again, I wanted to show you all of the other things you can do within the image edit. So this is important. So if you click on edit image, so we remove the background, but then the brightness, contrast, and saturation. So this is something you may use in Photoshop or something like that. So you can change the brightness, the contrast, the saturation. So you can make sure that the image looks good. You can make some small tweaks to the image right here. There's filters for the colors. If you want to go back, you have to go to see more and then go to none. Then we have photogenic. So again, it's going to add some type of filter. I think these are kind of similar. And then we can go back to none again. Scrolling down further. So mockups is similar to what we did with the lion, where we put it inside a form. So if I wanted to be inside of a laptop, I can do that like so. Or if it were me on a photo, me in a cell phone, there's a bunch of different options. If you click back or forward, you can undo or redo. So undo, and then you have the different shadows are really interesting too. So what you can do if you want to kind of have a highlight or kind of a halo effect around an image. So if you want to edit one of these things, you see the little dials right here, click on that and you see there's 3 options. So the size of the shadow, the transparency. So if you want it to be solid, you drag it all the way across. If you want some blur, so there's kind of a range of from more transparent to less transparent, you could increase the blur and you can make it bigger and less transparent. So you could do that to it as well. And if you wanted this to be white, you could also do that. And then let's see if there's anything else with an image. They have these duo tones that we can do. So you can essentially, whoa, that's a bit too much. And again, click on the edits and then I can go through and change these colors. Change the shadow. And then cancel if I don't want to use that. And there's a few other things down here that I haven't really had a chance to use. One other thing with the images, so if you wanted to crop the image, if you wanted to cut out part of the image, you can just, either drag it by the corner or so here, if I just wanted to maybe kind of cut my hand out of it, I could do that. And then if I clicked on done, there we got rid of the rest of the image. I can undo it. If for some reason I wanted my hand on the other side, you can flip it. So in that case, you would flip horizontally, or you can also flip vertically. So that's pretty much the editing for images that you can do. Now moving on to text. So you can click on text here and add something. Also, if you just hit T, it will add text on your design, like I just did. There's a bunch of kind of design fonts for you. So something like this. And then you can go through and say, hello. And then it should let me also, I don't know if I can change so I don't know if it'll let me change all 3 colors or just the top color with this one. Some of the other ones, it will, let you go through and change, everything there. Let's see. Fresh baked. Maybe we'll change the background to white. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. So here, let's see here. We have now this is this font, and then if I were to click on this, I can adjust, this font. If I wanted to click this, I can change this one. That's basically how you would go through and edit some of that text. But again, if you want just something more plain, which is what we end up doing most of the time, if you want to just delete this, click on, so you're not typing in the text, and then just hit delete. Then I'll just hit T and have some paragraph text. And so I can drag this anywhere that I want. And then one of the other things that's always important is to align stuff. So it'll always give you these dotted lines. So now so this is left aligned with the square. I could right align this with the end of this line. I could be right in the middle of the design like this. I can, go and bold, italic. So if this design was much longer, so you can see now in the design, it's centered, but I could go left align, or I could go full right align or back to center. If I wanted to add a bulleted list, I could easily, here's a number list. And then if I want to get rid of it, and then there's tons of different font options right here. And if you're using Canva Pro, you can upload a font that you want to use as well. With both images, text, and things like that, you'll find effects and the ability to animate. So effects, you can see kind of similar to what we did around the image. So I can add neon around it. I can add splice. There's lift. And then if I go to animate, you can just hover over some of the different types of animations. You would have to export this as a GIF or as a video if you want the animations to show up. If it's just an image, you're going to have the static text there. So that's essentially the different options with the text. So the other thing too is if you want to change the spacing, so you have the letter spacing, which is how far apart each letter is, like so. And then the line spacing you can increase right here. And then moving on from text, we have style. So the nice thing here, let's actually change to a template for this one. Which one has a lot of colors that we maybe like? So let's do something else. So the newsroom. Okay, so if we want to change the style, all we have to do is if we choose our colors, I'll automatically adjust. Maybe it's not perfect. I don't know if I like this red background, but you can go through and just change the formatting, all together. So it changes the fonts and the colors to go with whatever the design is. So you can take a template you like and adjust it to your fonts and your colors right away, and then go in there and edit further. And then, so let's go back to the blank design. Let's go back to our blue. And what else do we have? So we have backgrounds. So I've just been showing you solid backgrounds, but you can also use the, what's it called? The gradients, where you can go and change one of the colors. You can also have patterns that you can add, or you could add a landscape and put, you know, text and other images on top of it. They have abstract options. Then down below with Pro, you have your logo saved. Within More, you can see photo, videos, the different folders. You can connect Pexels and Pixel Bay, emojis, maps, Dropbox, Instagram, also stuff right within here. Then one of the other features that's really useful, let me go to something that we've already maybe created though. Let's go to home. So this is a thumbnail for YouTube, and to put something in the YouTube community, we upload square images. So if I already created this that's set up for a thumbnail, if I want to create a square, all I need to do is click on resize and then say what I want it to be. So as we said before, 1080 by 1080, I can just do that custom, or I could just click on Instagram post. And then, so I could do several different sizes or just one. So it's going to copy and resize. And so what's going to happen is right here, we have all of the different designs we had. So you can have multiple pages when you're creating designs as well. So for example, if you wanted to duplicate this page, I could just do that and have a second one. So for this, what I need to do to make this design look good is I could maybe drag this up here. I could make myself a little bit bigger, move this up a little bit, and then, you know, maybe I want to really highlight the free and make that much larger. So that takes the thumbnail to a square image in a matter of seconds using all the same text, colors, and everything else. So that's another like really quick pro of using Canva Pro. One last thing along the side here that we haven't touched on is this, which is the transparency. So this is 100% solid. If we pull anything to less transparent, you can change that like so. The same thing would work for an image if I want to look like a ghost, let's say. So let's now say I'm happy with this design and want to download this or export it. If you click on the three dots right here, you can share this, you can share the link, present, add to Twitter, Facebook, you can have it printed, etc. But we just want to download this and say add it to the community of our YouTube channel. Then we would just click on download. And so you have a couple of options of the type of file that you want. So PNG is what we normally use. If you want a video or a GIF, if you had something animation related, you would choose that. And then from here, do you want a transparent background? So the background wouldn't show through on this. This is only something available with Canva Pro. You can see the little crowns right here. This is really useful. Let's say if you have your logo and you want to put it on top of an image or on your website that's a different color, if you're not able to export with a transparent background unless you use Canva Pro. And then if you have multiple pages like this, what you would want to do is you can download all four, or maybe I just want page 2. So I can just click on this, delete this, and go to 2. Now page 2 is what is going to download. And then what I would do now is click on download. So that's how easy it is to create designs with Canva. You basically choose the type of design you want, choose a template or start from scratch, add images, add text, add other graphics, edit each of them. When you're done with the design, hit download. There you go. If there's a specific Canva tutorial you'd like to see on this channel, let me know down below in the comment section. If you want to see all of our other Canva tutorial videos, check out the playlist right here. Hope to see